Sports.
Set to go now on a prototypical rainy northwestern afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Now it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Eric Kendricks drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stays on his feet.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Jackson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And out of bounds right around the 20.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They come up short here on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the left side. Jackson. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
A lot of people call it a toss, a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wilson now to throw on third down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks. for his second sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he fields it cleanly. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run again with Jackson. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people.
There he goes, left side. And touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try, and you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line Or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. Breaks the tackle, now an alley.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And down to the 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Flushed out right. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Flush to his right, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their... This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
They actually want the quarterback to keep the ball on an RPO. You don't want to hand it off inside and let the running back gash you. You don't want him to throw it downfield to someone open. If he keeps it, there should be a group of people around him to keep him trapped. Instead, he finds a way to get out of there and finds his way going over the goal line and scoring a touchdown.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And that should just about do it. They would turn it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, "Hey, what's your deal?" It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On first down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day. Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there? I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
A toss running left. It's Jackson, and he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out the game was real lost. But this is not a